remember that song. I don't really care right now. It's so toxic in the air right now. What you wanna do right now? If it's up, sell it off right now, right now. I don't really care right now. It's so toxic in the air.
Okay.
Puff recently gave back the publishing rights to
everybody.
All the Bad Boy artists. This was the Bad Boy artists that they actually signed the paperwork. 112, Faith Evans, Mace.
So everybody was telling the truth.
Yeah.
Those are the people that signed?
Yeah, that signed the agreement of to get it. It's very little news about it outside of the fact that he gave it back to those particular artists.
Okay.
Biggie Estates,
That's a shame.
112. I'll get to that in 1 minute because I didn't know he still had that. 112, Faith Evans, and Mace.
Okay.
The Mace story was broken by Cam. What'd you say, Huss?
I saw a Mark Curry thing. I thought I sent it. I guess I didn't. I forgot that he was signed to Bad Boy.
He had a book out, Dancing with the Devil. I think that's what it was called.
What he did? He killed somebody or something? You know, Bad Boy artists, you gotta almost have caught a body.
Wait, Mark Curry's locked up or something?
Nah, Mark Curry's out.
Nah, he on.
But was he locked up?
I don't think so. No.
Oh, okay.
No. I think he just was,
yeah,
shit with the label. Yeah. If you, my fault, Huss. Finish your thought about Mark Curry.
He pretty much said what I was thinking, but. And to me, all of that shit matters, like who he is and shit. The average nigga, like, probably don't know who Mark Curry is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you say that nigga name. So him getting $200.
I'm sorry?
What did he get $200 for?
That's what he said. Pretty much, he said how that worked is Diddy pretty much, when they was hot or till it died down or whatever it is, you feel me? He already collected all that bread, did what you did, flipped it. So now when they getting it later, it's, tail end type money.
I agree with that.
So it don't come with, it ain't like he back paying them niggas.
No.
It's just the
it's just the ability for your future.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Now you can take it and do something actually with something you did and repurpose it for somehow. Exactly. You can sell the rights to it for some, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. For something.
Some niggas that help though. Some niggas that help. Him, he don't. But it's like a nigga that's an extra in the show complaining they only getting $20 a check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be complaining. We don't even have a Mark Curry album.
No.
And you feel me?
The closest we got is the saga continues.
Yeah, right. And with everybody else you named, we got surefire albums from those people. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no. So, he kind of got to just, take what he got and get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate to sound like that.
Back? My bad. What he gave him back? Publishing or?
Publishing. I assume what
but he still got their masters?
No, it's supposed to be all of it.
It's all of it?
I thought it was everything that
I thought it was just pub.
Let's make this right.
Yeah, like double check.
In the overall grand scheme of things, like, why is nobody going to beat that nigga Puff up? That's crazy.
Because Puff is
crazy. I mean, you could touch Puff.
I mean, I know. Hypothetically, I'm just saying, like, that's wild.
Even kissing him wanted to.
He really robbed them niggas blind. Like, that's crazy. Like, I knew he, cause no. So his mother, Biggie's mom was, she was on something. I heard her recently, and she said, "You are not my son's friend." She was like, "My son." It was something about they was talking about Big was about to jump ship.
No bread. Yeah, she ain't get no bread.
And it all came down to the contract, and and it was a hit. That's what they was like. Puff actually put the hit on Big because he was about to break left, and he would have made more money. Mm-hmm. And Puff took him out.
Shout out to Big Gene. Shout out to Big Gene. Gene said he seen the contracts that were being offered for the label. It was for Cam, Charlie Baltimore. He said, look.
Yeah, okay, I saw it. I
don't know what the fuck that was.
I don't. Okay, I did see it.
All right, never mind. I see. Told you I wasn't wilding. All right, so
that means we good. That means we going crazy. Okay.
I don't know. That was a thumbs down that time. Crazy. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Is somebody live?
They ain't fuck with Charlie Baltimore. Be careful.
I don't know. I gotta figure that out because that's crazy. But that's probably hush shit, bro. That's probably hush shit. You might have pressed something like on some kids playing on Facebook calling niggas and shit. They got the faces with the animals and shit like that.
I don't know.
All right, damn. What was I saying? All right, so Gene said he seen the actual contracts for the new label.
Right.
So he was, and I want to say it was through Atlantic, maybe one of the two, but he was definitely about to start. If I'm correct, it was supposed to be called. No, Brooklyn Mint was the clothing line, right?
Mm-hmm.
Brooklyn Mint was a clothing line, but he was going to do a label, and to support that, I believe Dame said that the Commission album was going to be released on Rockefeller.
Yes, I heard that too.
So it was like he was definitely preparing to leave, and I say all that to say I didn't know he still had a portion of the publishing because of the music that was being released recent years using Biggie's shit. It's been terrible.
Yeah.
Earlier this year, I want to say it was June or maybe in May, they released something, and it was bad. Yes. And it had, like, I think Ty Dolla on it, maybe?
A Biggie song with Ty Dolla song?
It was like some kind of reggaeton, I want to say, something like that.
That's just crazy.
But his fam owns some of that too, though, right?
Owns. Oh, dang, I found the article, my bad.
Biggie's family?
Some of Biggie shit?
I don't think...
Yeah, the state controls it.
Yeah, but I think they had to fight Puff for that.
Yeah. All right. So
you always gotta fight. All right. Go ahead, my bad.
No. The value of the publishing rights have increased dramatically in recent years with artists like Bob Dylan, Neil Young, Debbie Harry, Bruce Springsteen, Stephen. All right, I didn't want to read that. All right, so Combs declined those offers in favor of giving back to the people. This is in quotation, by the way. Of giving back to the people who helped build his company.
I respect it.
I like how he put that. The star who, okay, no. 30-year anniversary of the label. However, the process of reaching out to the artists and writers began in May 2021. While most of the parties have agreed to the deal and signed contracts, others are still to be tracked down. All right, established in 1993.
But see, all of those
Mace.
artists.
They're going to Mace talking about after Puff gave that pre-Grammy speech.
Yeah, that's pretty much when he had to, right?
He had to. I love that Mace put his back against the wall like that.
Yeah.
Because you can't go talk that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That
and
black ownership.
You can't talk that black ownership and you won't give us black ownership.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying?
Fucking
put his back really on the wall.
So how can you even stand here and stand in your square?
Yep.
Like you said some fly shit. And we all been fighting for decades now. Mm-hmm. Trying to be black owners, which you say you champion. We're trying to be black owners.
Black love and shit.
We created this music. And that's what I never understood about the music industry. I'm gonna get back to Puff, but I never understood that. I get it. Record labels front the money, right? I get it. Y'all front the money, pay for everything. Cool, that matters. But as artists, why aren't we trying to get more control? Like, you know how Nipsey deal? I don't know Nipsey deal with Atlantic, but you know his deal was so good in the contract, he can't talk about it?
It was different times.
No, it wasn't a different. Hold on, Huss. Hold that thought. I'm gonna say this. It wasn't a different time. Nipsey read.
He read exactly what it was.
Yeah, all right, Huss.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. He said I can't even talk about it. It's so good.
Yo, I feel like everybody know it ain't no 50-50 in the joint unless you know what I mean, Hove and them niggas and shit like that, and they weren't 50-50. So at the end of the day, bro, it costs to be on Bad Boy, bro, because I always felt like this. I pretty much respect what Drake did, bro. You know he was in an ugly deal, all of that shit, and he worked his way to a regular deal. I feel like if you give a nigga the chance and you nice, like 112 left Bad Boy, they ain't do shit. If you really nice like you nice, then you'll make that shit work, bro. Them 360 deals, they still gonna put you out because they want their bread back.
So I'm supposed to.
That's on you, yeah, because you can just go to somewhere and they not gonna do that.
So I'm supposed to let them rob me because he gave me an opportunity.
You wouldn't get because you wouldn't get this. If you are who you say you are, at the end of this, you gonna make it work.
I definitely understand what you're saying, Huss, but it also, the middle part of this is not that you're saying, not you, Huss, DB, you're saying, so I'm supposed to pretty much allow this happen because you gave me opportunity.
Yeah.
Right? But no, you're not supposed to allow it to happen. You're supposed to do the due diligence of reading and understanding it. Just like when Master P said he took the contracts and gave it to Michael Jackson's lawyer at the time to figure out how he can get this deal.
Cost him all this bread.
I'm almost certain it took Nipsey money and Master P and all that, but it also took them sitting and having a discipline of understanding what they're signing. And even if we wasn't in music, it's contracts that we signed, phone contracts.
Yeah.
We sign phone contracts and don't even realize what the fuck we're signing.
Right.
Labor contract.
Labor contract. It's like
2K. I just cracked the new 2K today.
You feel me?
And it had
Except
all
all.
this agreement.
Except
and
all.
nigga,
Except all. You feel me? Like, so, no. And that's where no, you're not supposed to just sign it, right? But the thing about Nipsey in particular is the leverage he had. 50 told him that the only mistake he made was calling Marathon an album. He should have called it a mixtape, because now you have a sale of records.
Yeah.
So they can base the deal or what they want to give you based off of that.
Are you saying the other way around?
What?
You said, and you know what I'm saying? If you're right, you're right. But do you mean like he should have called the Marathon an album instead of a mixtape?
No, he called it an album, didn't he?
No, it was an album.
Yeah.
Okay.
But 50,
but 50 was saying that he shouldn't have called it an album.
Because now you have a track record of what you sold.
Okay.
You feel me? But
that story was partially correct. There was an executive that told Nipsey that the only mistake that he made with the Crenshaw album was that he didn't call it an album. He called it a mixtape. But 50 Cent was the one that said he was in a good space simply because he doesn't have any sales history. So now that's where I bring in the conversation about leverage and all of that. I just got it mixed up. I know someone said it, the Nip, but we pardon. Sometimes we might, not have the correct information, but this is why a video like this is needed, so I can correct myself in real time. Thank you. Back to the episode.
Track record. This is your actual SoundScan track record that's showing that you've only sold this.
Right.
But versus if he had called it a mixtape, it don't matter what the fuck he sold, because that's essentially street money.
Got it.
You feel me?
Got it.
So
got it.
To backtrack with Nipsey, the knowledge and the due diligence of reading to understand and getting perspective of the business, that's why those deals are so good.